If the question is what do cancer and woodworking have in common, we might have found an answer in this garage in Dover.
That's what the saying says, if you hold it in your hands, it'll give you peace and comfort.
These wood sculptures have a special message and a special mission.
I think these birds help motivate people to keep on going.
The man behind that mission is Adrian Bolio. Like many, he found a new hobby in retirement after a long career at the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard.
I worked at the shipyard for 31 years and retired there as a health physicist. And I needed a hobby upon retirement, so I started taking classes in carving.
Adrian quickly gained a lot of skill turning wood into art. He's created several types of birds over the years, but chances are if you catch him working at home, he's working on his favorite subject. One that begins with pieces of donated scrap wood.
This is a stair cutout, and I kind of like those because they seem to be a little drier than the regular 2x4s or 2x6.
On those stair cutouts, he carefully draws out the shape of small birds.
The type of bird probably is like a wren maybe, or a black-capped chickadee. It's about that size. When I started, it would take me about 2 hours apiece, but now I got it down to an hour and a half,
Each piece carefully crafted and ready to be gifted into a world he knows all too well. In 2005, Adrian got a life-changing diagnosis.
My primary care doctor did a CAT scan, and he thought I had heart problems because the tumor was right behind the sternum.
Adrian Bolio had cancer. Like many others, he came here to Wentworth Douglas Hospital for treatment.
We administer chemotherapy, immunotherapy, and other treatments for patients with cancer, with adults with cancer.
Dr. Barbara Civiello is one of the oncologists here.
Some people have months or years of treatment, so it really runs the whole gamut in spectrum.
During his treatment here, Adrian had an idea, something to help people while dealing with the stress of chemo and cancer. Those wooden birds.
I never asked him to do these birds for the patients. It was both Adrian and Nora's idea to do it, and they surprised all of us.
Nora is Adrian's wife.
He dropped them off in a big box and just left them for me, so he really didn't ask me.
But just like that, patients at the cancer center were getting Adrian's wooden sculptures to keep and to help.
They use it during treatment to help comfort them, and they bring it home and can use it at times when they feel more anxious.
Each patient now gets the so-called oncology bird placed in a bag with that special note.
It comes with an inscription that says, "God created songbirds to bring happiness to the world and had the angels teach them how to sing. If you hold this songbird in the palm of your hand, an angel will provide you with peace and comfort."
What started out as a handful of birds a few years ago is now in the hundreds.
I've given Dr. Civiello 350 so far.
I see somewhere between 15 or so patients a day, and I would say most of them will get a bird.
Each bringing some comfort from a man who knows what it's like to be here. Adrian has now survived 2 bouts with cancer and shows no signs of slowing down.
It's quite an experience to go through. There's a fear, and so every little bit helps.
We take as good a care of patients as we can physically. The emotional, spiritual part of healing is a different story. What Adrian and Nora have done is make a big impact on people's emotional health.